Hello, my nosy neighbors. We're back with another episode, except this time it's not a story time. I know you guys have heard all of that stuff about Diddy that's been happening, and I just came across this video that we're going to go ahead and we're just going to watch together. And it's supposedly a video of like clips and images that are like suspect or something, but let's just see what's going on. Go ahead, grab your snacks and grab your drinks, and let's get started with the video.
This ain't no goddamn wig. This is my natural. I don't need to be ashamed of what the you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it to Toronto and Atlanta.
Why is he wearing that wig?
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no, but really, so why is he wearing that wig? Does he have a legit reason? It reminds me of Terrence Howard when he had that wig on for that one movie that he was recently in. He might have had a wig on in Hustle and Flow too, but you know, that's not the point. That's not the point.
Coming to Atlanta.
How I feel? I was so mesmerized, I don't even know what you're talking about. I was just so blown away.
Look at Usher.
Stamina.
Is that Usher?
And the connection, being able to be connected that long, so much. You have like so much. Mother ain't doing all this shit, all those dance numbers and all that. Take your time with.
Usher loves wearing red. He even got that red coat on in his recent tour.
Breathe it in. Yeah, they yours when you go see this for you. This ain't for nobody else but you. You take that time, boy. I see you. Like, I'm doing how the you were in the kitchen eating all my cereal.
So he's still talking about this cereal, that wrestling match that they had about this cereal at Diddy camp or whatever it was called. That's so crazy. I thought he only brought that up when that Kevin Hart was hosting the event. I didn't know this is a story that he was like telling everybody.
You doing babies in a pink suit. God is the greatest. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he will? Won't he will? Oh, I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Wow, whatever I want, I have to get. I'm a savage.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah?
What's next?
We see that now. And this is young. Look at the quality of this.
Yes.
This clip.
What's
So this
next?
is a long time ago. So if he was like this then, I can see how it just got like worse and worse over the time because he's been successful. So, I mean, it makes sense. It really makes sense. And no one shut him down or anything. Like, he's just been growing, and just being more successful. Temper tantrum.
Savage, whatever I want, I'm going to get.
I was trying to find a man temper tantrum.
Yes. What's next?
So there are a bunch of crazy videos popping up everywhere with Diddy acting like a total creep around other male rappers. And y'all, it looks bad. Word on the street is that Diddy was specifically targeting straight dudes, trying to humiliate them and see how far he could push them. Basically, it looks like it's all about power and control, not his orientation. And it's seriously messed up. People who know what's going on are saying Diddy got a kick out of seeing these guys uncomfortable and scared to stand up to him. Now,
And you know what? And that's crazy because some people do. And, you know, no shade to like a specific, you know, community. But I've heard people in a specific community, as far as the males, you know, say that they purposely do that stuff. Like they purposely try to flirt and like test people's limits to see how far they're going to go or if they're going to fold. Or I don't know why it brings them joy or excitement. And I don't know what community Diddy's in, but he in some community, that's for sure. He might have his own community because he be doing all types of stuff.
now, whether some of these men were actually okay with it or if they were pressured into doing stuff for Diddy to boost their careers, who knows? But those videos are wild, yo. It's like a laundry list of rappers Diddy supposedly tried to pull this stunt with. Anyway, here are the craziest videos that prove Diddy is a certified weirdo.
That bad boy. Weekend is coming in June, and you know I'm not doing it alone.
Okay, maybe I should have tried to turn subtitles on, closed captions, because I don't know what they're saying in this video.
I can't wait. Everything's free. Showing up and showing that. Everybody come up some money. Up some money. Yeah, man. And he gon' help.
Can't wait, everything free. No wonder people are hanging out with him. Who doesn't want to go to free parties? I'd be going to.
Diddy and Birdman. So with all these new accusations coming out against Diddy, some folks are drawing parallels to the whole Jeffrey Epstein mess. It's like people are digging up old footage and reinterpreting it in this really grim light. Take, for instance, this clip floating around the internet of him chatting with Birdman, congratulating each other with flowers for their success in the business. Now, it sounds innocent enough, but Diddy is acting really weird, hanging on Birdman like a high school cheerleader hugging the star quarterback after a winning touchdown.
You will definitely be upset. You will definitely be upset because you will be outdone. Start working out though. Just start like get in the gym though. You know, I ain't gotta work out neither. But you know something, my thumbs is so strong from counting all that paper. But yo, hold on, tell you. Stop. You gotta do this.
Okay, so I was cool with him hanging on him. In my mind, I was like, oh yeah, that's just brotherly love. Like, I mean, I see people hanging out with their friends like that all the time as far as like interaction with guys, young boys, man. Like, you know, it's okay to be happy to see your homie, see your friend. But once he started telling him he was looking good and stuff, that's what got me. Not the fact that he was jumping on him like a high school crush. It's the stuff he's saying after.
At one point, Diddy even plans to kiss on Birdman's head. You can imagine this video got a whole lot of people talking. One fan said, boy, I know Diddy and Birdman did some unforgivably sinister-ish. And another one added, after y'all get Diddy, make sure y'all take Birdman next. Diddy and Kevin Hart. So far, folks only brought up Kevin's connection with Diddy in connection to that interview he did with him back in the day, where Diddy talked about him wrestling with Usher over Frosted Flakes.
Just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, like, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
But word on the street is that Diddy later tried to make a move on Kevin too. Now, whether Kevin went along with it or not, well, that's up for you to decide.
It's enough.
Yeah.
I get it. You got it.
You look beautiful. It was a great move.
Diddy and Usher. Now here's where things get actually sinister. So that Frosted Flakes interview I mentioned, well, Diddy said that Usher was just 10 when they used to wake up and wrestle.
From day one, we used to wake up and, pause, but like just back in the days when he was like.
Crazy thing is, if someone's spending the night at your house, of course you guys are waking up. So it's like nobody probably would have thought anything if he didn't kind of be like Paul. Because even if you're in two separate rooms, like you're still waking up. Like we used to wake up in the morning. Okay. Someone can wake up at the same time as you on the couch. Someone can wake up at the same time as you in the bedroom. Someone can wake up at the same time as you on a blow-up mattress. So he kind of set himself up for being like, pose.
And I was a little bit older, his older brother. We used to fight over the
10-year-old and a 20-year-old.
You know
so Diddy is 10 years older than Usher. So why was a grown man wrestling in the morning with a 10-year-old boy who's not his family? I mean, sure, it could have been totally innocent, but now with all these disturbing allegations swirling around Diddy, this is seriously disturbing. Plus, we know Usher was sent to live at Puppy Flavor Camp when he was like 13 and 14. And it's crazy to think about the things he might have witnessed at that house. Diddy and The Game. Now with The Game, it's a slightly different story, and that's because a lot of folks are saying Diddy didn't force Game to do anything. Instead, Game allegedly agreed to run around with Diddy for 2 years and work as his boy toy. So here's the scoop. The Game spilled the beans about how Diddy basically buddied up with him, saying they were going to work on an album together. But get this, for nearly 2 years, they just jet-set it around, and Diddy kept showering him with all these lavish presents like fans.
But does that not sound familiar? At least from... No, not even from what you know about Cassie. Everybody, making the band, all of that stuff. It seems like he assists people or promises people record labels, fame, or just some sort of accomplishment, modeling, whatever he's able to offer, but it just like never happens. I mean, even Cassie, she had a 10 album record deal, I think. She made like what, one album did she even make an album or did she only make a few songs? I think she had one album at least. But it's just like, that's just his thing. It's like, that's how he gets close to people. Makes you feel like he's going to help you out with your career. And he like tricks you by starting off with a few things that will help you get involved in your career. But then it's like, you get stuck. And it's definitely like gaslighting and manipulation, it seems like, because it seems like in the beginning he'll make you think like, or do things that are like extravagant, you know, so you feel like he's actually making moves for you towards your career. But then when it actually is time to make like the most important moves, it seems like that's when the things kind of like stop and like it doesn't go anywhere. And that's literally manipulation and gaslighting. It's almost like career bombing, like love bombing, but career bombing. Making you feel like you're about to be able to do all this, do all that, going to the studio, starting music videos, then boom, you release that one song and all of a sudden like you're never making music again with Diddy. And it's crazy. It's just crazy.
They just jet set it around, and Diddy kept showering him with all these lavish presents like fancy watches and blingy chains.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this,
see, it didn't even go one
to the
time.
studio one time, but he was like, "Yo, your demo, that, you know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy." I'm like, "Yo, we ever gonna rap?" This nigga like, "Nah." Do it for 2 years. Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York.
Game was like his side man without knowing that he was his side man, because he kept telling him to do stuff and like, let's go on these trips and all they and giving him gifts and change, but they never did any music. So Game whole time didn't know what he was like. The friend Diddy had a crush on the whole time.
Hey, yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy. Pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy.
Now, when Game made an appearance on Vlad TV this year, he again brought up how he spent 2 years chilling with Diddy without making any music. But here's the twist. This time, Game spilled that all they did during those 2 years was party it up. And in Atlanta, of all spots.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that
Puff likes to party. That's literally what like everybody says. Like that's literally always the response. I mean, I don't know, Puff liked to party. I mean, all I can say is he liked to party. Like, okay, what does that mean? Like to party, and then they say it like a certain way, I mean, and make a certain face. Now, like, oh yeah, he loves parties. Oh no, I mean, and they like side eye, make a little face. I mean, no, he like to party. Like, sounds secretive as what?
basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
Okay, but I mean, Puffy was a huge deal back then.
Still a huge deal.
I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
Right.
is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me.
Wait, Puff had a restaurant?
He was
I
moving
never
around.
knew
Like
that.
he had the restaurant
Did y'all know
Justin's
that? I've never heard
in
that
Atlanta,
before.
so we was in and out of that.
Okay.
A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V and Big Wolf and Fab and Jeezy
Wonder
was
if
just
the food was good.
Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming coming of age. But we just partied, man.
But here's the kicker. Game still didn't give any solid reason why he stuck around with Diddy for so long, knowing fully well that Diddy wasn't really interested in hitting the studio with him. Diddy and Ray J. Now, when it comes to Ray J, there are all kinds of crazy rumors flying around about him and Diddy. But the craziest one involves claims that Ray J tried to set up Fabulous to be SA'd by Diddy.
What?
All right, so here's the backstory. Ray J's feud with Fabulous goes way back, like over a decade ago. It all kicked off when HBO aired this clip of Ray J belting out tunes at a house party thrown by Floyd Mayweather. After seeing this, Fabulous hopped on Twitter to clown Floyd and said, "Nah, but Floyd's saying we having a concert in my living room," and the camera cuts to Ray J singing One Wish on the piano had me in tears. This set Ray J off, and he called into the Breakfast Club claiming he punched Fabulous at the after party for disrespecting him and Floyd.
When you want to disrespect me and the money team, and we got 7 Rolls Royces outside, and we just made 350 racks on the... Don't disrespect me. I'm going to smack you up again,
Yeah, Ray J's something else.
All right, so Ray J,
That's all I'm
let's
saying. Ray J got... I'll sock that nigga in the face, my nigga.
So you punch Fab in the face?
One time. Hey, all I'm saying is if you got Fab number, tell that send a picture of his face right now.
Bruh. Ray J punched Fabulous. I don't know if I believe that because I never heard about it until now. And Ray J, isn't he like kind of short? I don't know how tall he is, but like compared to Fab, I feel like he was reaching up. He was like, "Bop." Let me get my line.
You went up to him at the after party.
I'm with the
What
money
happened?
team right now. We all over here. I swear to God, he running from me right now. I had 100 fools outside of Moon right now. He never left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police.
So when you hit him, what did he do, Ray?
Nothing. He fell back because he's a
Ray J started talking about Diddy, and then from what he spilled, it seems like Diddy was the one who pushed him to throw a punch at Fabulous.
Shout out to my big bro Diddy, because he tried to really be like, look, they was just going in on you. I was with Puff last night, and I said, Puff, he said, listen, if anybody talks about me, I'm going to him in the face. And I said, you know what? You know, you right.
But here's the craziest part. Ray J said that unless Fabulous apologizes to him, he'll get one of his male friends to SA him.
Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee, I promise you, I'm going to have Fab call up there, and he's going to apologize to the Breakfast Club. He's going to apologize to me for being a...
To him, pop!
That whole team. I'm going to smack the that...
I'm trying to get Fab on the line and squash the
Let's get Fab on the line right now. That
you can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone, that light, and they gonna wake that. Bring that nigga over and stick it in that booth.
All right.
This recording of Ray J threatening Fabulous resurfaced recently, and it's got everyone talking, especially with all the unsettling stuff going on with Diddy. And considering Diddy's history of acting weird around Fabulous, fans are starting to connect the dots and think Ray J might have been referring to Diddy in that recording. And if you caught that Drink Champs with Diddy, Fabulous, and Jadakiss, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Diddy was all over the place, calling Nori daddy and asking Fabulous if he missed him.
That was wild. I mean, they're about to play the clip, but that was wild. And Ray J, he said Fab was scared. I don't know, bro. Just saying. Ray J, I mean, he always be popping off, though. So he definitely got some confidence. He must run with some tight circles. But let's watch this clip. I don't know if y'all seen this one, but let's watch this one. This one gets me every time because, like, Diddy, he does not care. How are you talking about? I like it when you're scribbling and screaming. What do you say? Scrabbling. Scrambling and scraping and scraping. Bruh, that part sends me every time because bro, you freaky eye.
He missed him.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you put my bag
Daddy,
in,
I like when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for I like that.
You know, I'll be
And
practicing.
Nori's just like ignoring him.
Okay, yeah,
He acting like he don't hear him being weird.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Look how he blew that candle on his
It's your
head.
birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in.
What was your wish for this year?
Hey, sneaky. So what was your wish?
I spent some of the time with my kids. I went out, grabbed a bag, and I spent some more time with my kids. And, you know what I mean? I felt like I was a milestone age. I'm gonna have a party, and we had parties, but I was more like just trying to just vibe, like just see where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because it seems like a thing.
I
with
miss
this
partying
birthday
with
party.
Bruh, but did you miss me? But did you miss me? Like, bro, are you serious? You're not even saying it. Like, it's your cousin, it's your brother from another mother. I haven't seen you in so long, Fab. When's the next time we gonna party together, bro? I miss you, bro. We used to get down. We used to have a good time. But he's like, I miss you, bro. I miss you, bro.
Diddy was really putting the pressure on Fabulous, asking him why they never hung out and partied together. But here's the kicker. Fabulous wasn't just uncomfortable, he looked downright scared of Diddy. Fab even tried to play it off, saying they already had their fair share of partying, and it was almost like he was begging Diddy not to make him party again.
It's his birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday,
I don't know
man?
if he was looking scared, but he was
we
definitely
partied
looking
for my
uncomfortable.
birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes.
That's like so sketchy. Why are you like putting him on blast like that in front of those people? That just goes to show you that Diddy doesn't care. Nobody there is being like trying to change the subject to help Fabulous get out of that uncomfortable situation. Mad crazy. It really is. Like they're just literally letting Diddy talk to Fab weird like that. They're like, well, let me be quiet as long as it's not me. Like, how are you hounding that boy about when's the next time y'all gonna spend a birthday together? But you're doing it in like a seductive way, but in a way that like, you know, you can be like, oh no, he was just asking. No, bro, you're being weird. You're being weird.
Eyes. I understand.
Diddy and French Montana. So you see how Diddy made Fabulous uncomfortable singing happy birthday to him on that Drink Champs episode? Well, folks are now saying this is Diddy's thing, and he sings happy birthday before he takes your cakes. Just check out this video of him belting it out for French Montana while French is sitting there shirtless and oiled up.
Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Diddy and Meek Mill. So Meek recently got dragged into the Diddy drama after Lil Rod's explosive lawsuit alleged that Diddy bragged about betting Meek. Now, Lil Rod didn't actually mention Meek's name, but he left enough breadcrumbs for everyone to assume he was talking about him. The lawsuit said Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in physical relations with rapper Redacted, R&B singer Redacted, and Stevie J. I know Stevie J is like, why wasn't I redacted? And then for the rapper whose name was Redacted, there was a footnote reading, he's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. So when this blew up online, there was this video that went viral showing Meek lounging in a pool, presumably at Diddy's house, while Diddy films and calls him Daddy.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Now, you already know, fan comments on this video were as wild as the video itself. Someone said, Meek was in so much pain, look how his back was floating. He looked sore and uncomfortable. The face of a victim. Bro looked so uncomfortable. Couldn't even make eye contact. He definitely feels
I remember
heavy
when
inside.
people were saying that Meek back region was sore. He had it propped up in the pool. They were like, if you look closely, it looks like he's propping his backside up and it probably hurt. Let me stop laughing at people. But this Diddy stuff is crazy. And then like as the footage comes out or just you look back on things that you've seen before, it might have been like, what in the world? But as everything comes together more and more like from the trial, it's just like, okay, so it is what I thought it was. Or it is what I thought it was, but it's worse than what I thought it was. Because that's how I feel. I've been believing some of this stuff. We're just thinking like, okay, stuff is mad weird. But as everything's coming out and people are truly like testifying in court, it's just like, okay, it's worse than what I thought. Excuse me. It's like, okay, wow, so he wasn't just doing this with the baby, or he was doing that also with the baby. It's just like crazy. It's just super crazy.
Video itself. Someone said, Meek was in so much pain, look how his back was floating. He looked sore and uncomfortable. The face of a victim. Bro looked so uncomfortable. Couldn't even make eye contact. He definitely feels dirty inside. Diddy and Rick Ross. Now, I know you don't need the mental image in your head of Rick Ross and Diddy freaking off together, but it is what it is.
Bruh.
And word on the street is that
Now, no way. We're gonna run that picture. Because that is crazy. It's, I don't know what. Like, wow.
Ross partook in some of those activities at Diddy's parties. There's this video that recently surfaced showing Diddy and Ross washing cars together and joking about slippery soap.
Like the slippery soap. You know, I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, yo,
Bruh, this man said, I'm not just using it myself. I mean, I'm not just selling it, I'm using it myself. Yeah, I bet you are nasty.
just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash the car.
Diddy and YK Osiris. So YK Osiris has been
Doesn't
pretty
he
much
owe
MIA
a
from
lot
the
of people
spotlight
money? Like, I
since
heard
the
he
Diddy
borrowed so
allegations
much money
exploded.
from
But word
people
on
in
the
the
street is
industry.
that this young man was traumatized by the industry, and there are even some wild rumors going around that YK was passed around between Diddy and Drake. So rumor has it that Diddy was paying YK to be his boy toy and took him to Jamaica on a luxury vacation.
What?
When YK
I heard about that. I did hear about that. And that was weird. But I did hear about it. So I don't remember what it was that made it seem like it was like boy toy. Like, okay, you can go on vacation with your homie, but I forgot what it was that was going on. Was it like the pictures they were taking or something? Or something weird like that.
later appeared on The Breakfast Club, they asked him about this rumor. But YK just nervously laughed and claimed he was in Jamaica with a girl.
Did he say he was Diddy's boy toy?
Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in Jamaica
YK Osiris
with
in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
No, not alleged boo. Why did
You
you
in
do that to
Jamaica with
him?
Diddy though?
He said yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
I was with a shawty.
All right, but Diddy was there.
No, he was a whole other different.
Oh, so they just made this up?
Yeah, they made it up, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But it's like, why is it a secret? Like, what if you were there with Diddy? People go on guys trips all the time. People go on girls trips all the time. You could have just said that you were there with Diddy and y'all was there with girls. Or y'all was picking up girls. I mean, I don't know what the truth is. Like, were you or were you not there with Diddy? So now I'm confused. Were you there or were you not? Because now I want to know.
And in that same video, YK spilled the beans about his tight bond with Drake. Apparently, there was this viral video where Drake made YK sing in the crib to settle a gambling debt. But YK insisted that Drake is more like family to him, and he shut down any idea that Drake was trying to embarrass him or anything like that.
But Drake, remember you had to say for Drake?
Nah, but Drake, my brother though. Like that's my boy. So it's like when we bet and gamble, like it's really ain't about no money. It's really about this fun.
But see, there's another wild video making the round where YK is doing sit-ups on Drake's private jet while Drake's artist Baka is taunting him. Now, some people thought it was all just playful banter, but
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. If I owe somebody money and all they want me to do is sing so that I don't have to pay the debt, I'm about to be okay.
playful banter. But others noticed that YK didn't seem to be enjoying himself one bit. In fact, he literally looks traumatized. Now, I know some people have turned this Diddy situation into a big joke, but let's not forget that Diddy is facing serious and disturbing allegations.
Now,
and
this
now
I
he's
never heard
officially
of.
being investigated
I've
by
never heard of
Homeland
this.
Security. So it remains to be seen how this will play out. As for all these rappers who spent years around Diddy, fans have mixed reactions. They're saying some of these men like Usher and YK Osiris, for example, were definitely victimized at a young age and let down by other adults. But fans are also pointing out that some of these rappers were old enough to know better and were probably willing participants in Diddy's shenanigans.
That's the sad part. A lot of these people, at least in the beginning, they were probably a part of something that they didn't realize that they were a part of. And that's just what that is. And then stuff probably just started happening slowly but surely. That's what narcissistic people do. It's like they get you started, they make it kind of seem like everything's good while kind of putting in bits and pieces of like their behavior and how they're going to treat you. And then it's like over time, you're already like so deep into it and you're already used to certain behaviors or doing certain things for this person that you don't even realize that you're being manipulated, gaslit, used, and, taken advantage of. And it's sad. It's very sad because having an emotional and a physical bond with somebody, especially over time, like I'm not talking about some one night thing, I'm talking about over time. These are not things that you can just easily be like, okay, bye. Like breakups are not easy. And I'm not saying these people were breaking up with Diddy, but I'm just saying it's just like when you're doing stuff for a long amount of time for someone, no matter what it is, things do become habits because you have made it a habit, So breaking it, no matter how bad the thing is, it's not something that sometimes can happen overnight. Like sometimes people also don't take accountability or don't want to be honest with themselves that they're being used, they're being played, they're being gaslighted. They're like, no way, I'm just tripping, or it'll get better tomorrow. And that's why people stay longer than they should sometimes, because they're expecting things to change, thinking that things will change, or remembering the good times or the good days that they are having with these people. And they're just like, oh, today's just an off day. You know what I mean? And that's how people stay longer than they need to.
Although they probably didn't know Diddy was allegedly secretly recording them. One fan said he was given record deals to these men and then in return asking for S favors. Diddy has secret cameras all over his house, including bedrooms. Then after
And see, that's crazy because recording people without their consent, like if you have video cameras, that's one thing, but like recording them doing certain acts and stuff is like no, because why do you have camera in rooms where you're doing sexual activities with multiple people and then they're not aware? You know, it's one thing if the people know that there's cameras all around or in these rooms and this and that, and they choose to do certain things, so that's on them. But tricking people when they don't know, it's like you're going to an Airbnb and finding out that there's a freaking camera in your shower head. What in the world?
over his house, including bedrooms. Then after that, he blackmailed them. He did a comb sting. And someone else wrote, I think this man is evil for real. I'm not talking about his sus moments. If he that way, whatever. But I think he got some very dark, evil things in his closet, man. Something's not right with this dude. But let me know what you think about these videos. Do you think there's something more sinister here than just Diddy being sus? Drop your comments.
Super crazy, super weird. It's like, what do you all think about some of these videos that we saw here, you know, that Diddy was involved in? Well, he was involved in all of them, but like, what is your opinion? Like, what do you think? Do you guys like believe the stories more that like he's in trial and things are coming out to light and people are like giving testimonies and stuff like under oath? I know so many people are just like, no, it's not serious. They don't believe it. They don't even believe that the trial is about RICO. Like, some people think they're just proving only domestic violence. And it's like, they're not getting it. They're not getting it. I do kind of agree with that last sentiment that, like, Diddy is evil. I don't even look at him the same. I mean, honestly, I never really looked at him anyway, a certain way. I just knew that he was, like, a mogul, top mogul, you know? A lot of businesses, a lot of enterprises, making that money. Just at the top. But, you know, at the end of the day, I pray for all the people that have been victims of Diddy on whatever level, because trauma ain't no joke, bruh. But y'all have a good day. Y'all know what time it is, okay?